Julie found herself in a difficult place with her mental health a year ago. Following a visit to her GP, she was referred to the NSFT to be assessed by the ADHD service. Whilst waiting to hear from the trust about this assessment, she received a letter from the Recovery College.
And suddenly I got a letter from the Recovery College stating that whilst you're waiting for your referral, would you be interested in signing up because we can offer you lots of help while you're waiting. So that's when I first knew about it. I did ask my GP, they were absolutely unaware of your existence. And that's, I think we're going back, I think it was April, and I first started my sessions with the Recovery College then.
What are the Recovery College sessions like?
It was like I was in the right place because I was amongst other people of that had neurodivergent ADHD in our case, and for that sessions lasted about 2.5 hours, and for that 2.5 hours I felt like I was with my people. I felt like I could be the true me without being judged, without being questioned, without being ridiculed. And I honestly have to say it was really liberating, and when I had my final session, because they stopped for a little while, or some that I couldn't make, it was quite upsetting actually, because I felt like now I'm back into the world where I don't feel I fit in. That was the place of my own little world, and it was great to be able to discuss feelings with other people that turn around and say, I know exactly what you mean, I have the same.
What have you taken from the sessions?
I've taken power in the fact that I've gained so much knowledge, and also one of the best things is I have made some firm friendships with a couple of others that attended the group, and we have formed quite a close friendship, and with ADHD in common, which is brilliant because the three of us can be our authentic selves without worry of how we might be perceived by somebody. And it's just so nice to be able to take from that we've still got our friendship outside of it, where if one of us is not having a good time, we can get in touch with the other and say, do you know what, this is what was happening to me today, I don't really know what to do, how to do it. And it's great because you can get input from other people that totally understand. So I think that's one of the best things that's come from it, to be honest.
What have you learned about yourself and ADHD?
The reason why I may get rather agitated, irritated, or the oversensory aspect, particularly, I've learned that is part of me. I can't change it, and I don't want to change it because I've accepted that is part of me. And I think that's the best thing of actually knowing. It's the unknown of wondering why I do this or why I feel this way. When you're actually told, well, this is the reason why, and I've only been informed of this because of obviously what I've learned from the Recovery College. I wouldn't know otherwise. I honestly wouldn't know otherwise. I had no idea. Going to the Recovery College, it's very evident with what I've learned, and that, the things that I've learned is what I do. I've learned these are the things, that's exactly how I suffer. That's exactly why I see things or I can't deal with certain things.
What is your experience of the Recovery College tutors?
The tutors have been absolutely amazing. They're approachable, and the fact that, like in your case, you're also neurodivergent, you have an understanding of it, as opposed to somebody that may have learnt about it and then teaching a class. It's like with anything, you have an understanding of it. So the tutors that have taught the lessons that I've had have been absolutely amazing.
What is your final message?
There's lots of us like me, and we're out there suffering, not knowing what on earth is going on with us, to the point where some of us, like myself last year, are in a really desperate situation and we need help. And the fact that some of the GPs aren't aware of you, there just needs to be more awareness that you guys exist, because for me, you have been a lifeline, and if you've been a lifeline for me, you can be a lifeline for many other people.